It's 93.3 Jake FM with a wonderful event coming up on the 20th of April. It's going to be at the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club called Bids for Kids, Citizens Caring for Children, an opportunity you have to be a part of a great auction and a great benefit. Joining me on the phone is a man who has a special place for this event and Citizens Caring for Children in his heart, Mr. Jimmy Wayne, singer-songwriter. My man, how are you, Jimmy?
I'm great. I'm actually in Nashville right now, peeling an orange.
There you go. It's a citrus kind of time to be joining us here on the phone, and we appreciate you taking time here because a lot of people know you as a singer, as a songwriter, but right now you're doing and able to express your history by being a speaker. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. In 2010, I just gotten off of a major tour with Brad Paisley, and I just wanted to do something during my off time. It was the winter of 2010. So I walked from Nashville to Phoenix, Arizona, and actually walked through Oklahoma.
Wow.
And met some wonderful, wonderful people, and I know they're listening. I mean, seriously, I met some wonderful people who took me in their home, gave me food, and just brought me water. And it was all to raise awareness for these kids. But because when I was a kid, a family in their mid-70s reached out to me. I was 16 years old and reached out to me and gave me a home. I was a homeless kid who had migrated out of the system, had nowhere to go. I was couch surfing and living from friends to, wherever I could find a place to sleep that night. It was tough. So I know the value of the community getting involved. This family didn't even know me.
Sure.
And they helped me. You hear people say a lot of time, man, this is a cruel world, or
sure.
Complaining a lot about this, but it's when you're out there and you're meeting these people I met walking right through, whether it's Dale City or Oklahoma City or wherever I was walking through, people standing at the edge of their driveway, holding a cup of coffee, waiting on me to get there and just handing it to me. A little girl right outside of right there in Mustang, she and her mom, maybe her dad and her mom, wanted to pray for me. Asked me to walk inside a church. It's right there off the side of the road. Walked inside the church. Little girl said a prayer. I walked out of the church, kept walking down the road. I mean, it was just,
sure.
You meet these kind of people up close, and I always use an analogy of, wow, I wonder what Christopher Columbus must have felt like when he first discovered. It's like a rediscovery of the real America. I mean, if you really want to meet some really wonderful people, go out and meet them because they're out there.
Yeah, shake their hands. And you probably had a lot of time to reflect. I mean, that takes a little bit, a few hours at least to walk from Nashville to Arizona, at least a few hours, right? So what were you thinking about? I mean, you had to remember the times when you were with your foster care and situations like that, right? Absolutely. It primes the well dry, and it opens your heart up to new feelings and just you're very sensitive to your surroundings. I mean, I thought of everything I could probably think of. It's kind of like a prisoner. They say in prison all you have is time, and that means time to think. So that's why prisoners, they're not dumb people. They actually come up with inventions in prison I've seen the prison system buy the patent for and use these inventions in the prison, because I worked at a prison 4 years. But I've seen them use these inventions that an inmate invented because they had time to think. And that's what I did out there. I just had time to think. I wrote a book, a book called Paper Angels, and I just had time to reflect. I really had time. You find keys, coins, pictures, wallets, it doesn't matter, but you find yourself. You really do when you're out there walking. You find yourself. Merle Haggard used the prison system. Jimmy Wayne just took a walk, right? Absolutely. That's where you find that inspiration. Now, this is a wonderful event coming up at the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. You're going to bring your guitar, but you're also mainly going to bring your story as people bid for kids. Tell us how people can be a part of this and really how much it means for what they're contributing to and how it goes to this great cause. Well, obviously, it takes us to make a difference. And meaning us means, I always say it. People ask me all the time, what would you say to a child
that's going through the situation now that you went through as a kid. And I was like, I can talk to them until I turn blue in the face. But if they could do for themselves, they wouldn't need us. But they can't. They can't do for themselves, so they need us. People, we need to get involved. And citizens, these the communities, the citizens. I mean, the people just getting involved, showing up, learning what this program is about, this organization, and just whatever your resources. I mean, time. Just whatever you can offer to help these children. That's how you get involved, and you'll realize it's not a burden. It's really fun. You'll realize that you get more out of it. Believe it or not, you get more out of it than you actually put in, because it's fulfilling.
I imagine.
It fulfills you. Yeah, it really does fulfill you.
Very good. Yeah, Citizens Caring for Children is something that started back in '84, and something that to us may seem simple, clothing, shoes, a duffel bag, but you can attest to the fact that little things like that, assistance can mean the world to someone in foster care.
Well, I mean, I'm writing my second book right now, and I can tell you exactly what it means to have a duffel bag or even a Ziploc plastic bag. A lot of my pictures and a lot of my drawings and my writings when I was a kid, living outside and moving from house to house, was kept in a plastic bag. Had it not been, those things would have been ruined. And
wow.
Those little things, to a lot of us, we put almonds in a Ziploc bag, and then we toss the bag in trash and never think anything about it.
Yeah.
But to a homeless kid, that saves their life. I mean, that's all they have is their pictures, and
Sure.
they put that in that Ziploc bag, and it means everything to them. Ask them. Just go ask a homeless kid, what do you have? He'll say, I have plastic. I still wrap my clothes when I'm doing my tour on a tour bus heading across the country. I still put my clothes in Ziploc bags. And
Wow.
people ask me, like, why do you still do that? And I'm like, it's just a habit.
Yeah.
I just do it. Yeah.
It's part of Jimmy Wayne, who you are. Well, we appreciate you doing this so much, and we look forward. It's on April 20th. It's hard to believe over 9,000 kids just in Oklahoma are living in the foster care system, and folks can be a part of this. Even there's opportunities to be sponsors to the event, or you can simply buy tickets through the website, cccokc.org. Jimmy Wayne, we can't wait to see you here back in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma loves you. I don't know if you knew that or not. We just love you, man.
Oh, I do know that. You guys show it, too. And I love you guys. I can't wait to get back there.
Good deal. 6:30 in the evening, Saturday, April 20th. Bids for Kids with Jimmy Wayne as the special guest speaker and performer. My man, we look forward to seeing you, and we appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing you guys.